What? Oh, hell no. Wow. Don't worry about it, Your Honor. Don't worry about it. What's up, hey? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to Have a Collect Call From. And let's see what it is tonight. Hold up. We ain't ready yet. Where are what? Hey, what's up, Tracy? How's it going? Buenas noches. Let me see. Is this right now? Every time you come in, you're always asking, is this right now? Maricopa, nope. It's not Maricopa. Not guilty. Let me see here. What's up, Chicali? No sound on YouTube? What the what? Hold up. Gracias for letting me know. Let me fix this up right here right quick. Here we go there. It should be working. Hey, thank you for that, Wendy B. Everybody else could have told me a few minutes ago. No, it's from February 31st.
Jessica Pavela Munoz.
Ay.
All right, hold on.
Let me turn on my camera. Ay.
You had a warrant-free arrest at the jail found for a shoplifting case. The case was from August 11th of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant. I'm going to release you. I see you're being held on another matter. Go ahead. So your next court date is going to be in Justice Court, March 17th at 8:30 a.m. And I'll let Justice Court know that you're currently in custody on another matter. Thank you. You're excused.
Hola. What up, Janice? How's it going? Someone come get their tia. Hey, what up? Sharon, what's up? How's it going? Mommy of 3, is it working now? Can't hear now. Thank you for letting me know.
Joseph Gabriel Parente.
You have charge of domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Hold on a second.
All right. How is everybody doing today?
Looks like you're being held on another matter.
I'll be crying if I go to jail. No more locked doors.
Hey, Cinderella, go find yourself a fella. You're on the clock, bitch, and midnight is coming. You got the wrong man.
Sir, if I release you, you're not going to be allowed to have any contact with Maribel. Do you understand?
I do understand. I do have a place to go.
Wow.
I can go to my mother's house.
Hold on. I'm not asking all those questions. I'm letting you know you cannot have contact with her and you cannot go to where she lives. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Your next court date is going to be April 1st, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. You must appear in city court. If you do not appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. And do not pick up any new charges. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Do you understand?
Domestic violence.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're excused. Thank
What
you.
a scumbag.
Thank you.
What happened to
You
your
want
other
to stand up?
account?
Follow me back.
I got both of the accounts running right now. If you check out the other account, you will see that you're gonna see the same thing as here. So I got both of them, if you will. How is everybody doing tonight?
Okay.
Where's everybody tuning in from? Let's go ahead and get a roll call going on April Fools. Uncle Harvey, Nash, the Brown Steve Harvey up in this. What up, Lynn? How's it going? Baltimore. What up, Jenna? Illinois. That's right. Kansas City, Arizona. In the Oklahoma. In the Casa.
Yes, ma'am.
Next person. Next.
What is your full name, please?
Sean Lamont Haney Jr., Your Honor.
You're charged with domestic violence assault. I'm an inner plea of not guilty.
Wow.
I'm willing to let you be released, but you cannot have any contact with Aaliyah. Do you understand?
Nashville, Tennessee, Michigan.
You understand, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Interesting.
All right. Do not go to where she lives.
Dallas, Texas.
Do not have any contact with her whatsoever.
Yes, Your Honor,
Hold on a second. Do not
Shut your
commit any
mouth.
further acts of domestic violence. The next court date is going to be March 17th at 8:30 a.m. Did you have a question?
you said March 17th at 8:30 a.m.?
Yes.
Flush one, drop one.
Yes, Your Honor. The only question I have is I do have 3 kids. We do have 3 kids together. So how do we do about that? Am I supposed to contact a family member to go pick them up, or how does that work? Because I do have my kids 5 days out of the week.
I don't believe that.
Every other week I have them 6 days out of the week. She only works. She's only off on Fridays.
Hold on a second. It's a lot of information there.
What
I
the
can't
hell?
tell you how you're going to parent. I can let you know that you cannot have any contact with her. So do not have any contact with her. Do not call her, and do not go to her residence location.
Talk about rolling.
Yes, Your Honor. I was just asking, can I have family members contact her to pick up my kids for me? That's the only question I have, Your Honor.
You're
You
excused.
said all
Thank
of that
you.
for that. Next, get out of here.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Judge don't got time for
Ron,
that.
just to inform you that
figure it out.
Munoz Jessica, she's a Spanish teacher, so she didn't understand the words.
Up next on
which
The
one is
Price
she?
is Wrong.
Jessica,
Jessica, let's
Son,
see. Jessica.
Mis hijos.
I don't see it. Jessica Munoz? We already did her?
Michigan.
Spanish.
Bro, the judge last night here
Yeah,
was
she speaks
interesting.
Spanish. She didn't understand a word.
All right, well, you'll have to bring her back.
She don't got time for
Sir,
that.
what is your name, please? What is your name? I'm going to leave him.
Alonzo Johnson Jr.
Your full name, please.
Alonzo Johnson Jr.
All right, looks like you had a theft warrant for your arrest at a justice court from June 30th, 2023, a criminal trespass to the third degree from April 11th, 2024, new charges of shoplifting and criminal trespass from justice court. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrant. Your next court dates in justice court for all 3 cases is March 24th at 10:30 a.m. You must be present. If not, warrants will issue for your arrest. And
Yes, ma'am.
you also had cases in city court. You had multiple warrants for your arrest on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases. Your bond is set at $1,000. Well, quash the warrant. A city public defender's office is going to be appointed. March 14th at 1:45 p.m. is your next court date in city court. Did you have a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Should I zoom in a little bit?
Yes, ma'am. Now, when it says 9 failures to appear, now when you miss a court date, isn't that you get a warrant, right? When you miss a court date, I don't understand how I have 9 of those because I don't have that. I'm not understanding that one. On that part.
7 warrants for 7 separate cases in city court, and then you have 2 warrants for your arrest at a justice court on 2 separate cases. One was a theft from June 30th, 2023. The other one from justice court is January 28th, 2024 is for a criminal trespass. And in city court, you had 7 cases involving criminal trespass, shoplifting, threats and intimidation, criminal trespass, refusing to provide your true name. So you had 9 warrants total.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
All righty.
It's simple mathematics.
Thank you very much.
It's added subtraction right here. It's not that. It ain't that hard. You don't go to court 9 times. That's 9 warrants.
What is your full name, please?
¿Qué es su nombre completo, por favor?
Jessica Fabiana Muñoz LN.
All right. Looks like you are charged with was a warrant for your arrest for a shoplifting charge from August 11th of 2024.
Bueno, parece que existe una orden de arresto debido a una imputación por ratería en tiendas con fecha de 11 de agosto del 2024.
I'm going to release you on this case.
La voy a dejar en libertad en este caso.
Your next court date is going to be in Justice Court, March 17th at 8:30 a.m.
Su próxima audiencia va a ser en el Tribunal de la Paz el día 17 de marzo a las 8:30 de la mañana.
But you're going to remain in custody on your other felony case.
Pero usted va a seguir detenida en el otro caso relacionado con un delito grave.
Thank you. You're excused.
Gracias, ya puede retirarse.
Spanish or no? Okay.
Up next on The Price is Wrong, what do you guys think this Tia's in for? What do you think she did?
What is your full name, please?
A little DB.
Jolan Navarro.
Shoplifting from Circle K, maybe.
Miss Navajo,
Target.
you have a case out of Justice Court. It was for a DUI case from April
DUI.
23rd of 2021. I am going to quash that warrant. It was for a DUI case. I'm not sure what the status of that case is. I'm going to allow you to be released on this case. You have to appear in court, ma'am. This case is not going to go away. Your next court date's March 28th, 2025 at 10 a.m. If you don't appear, another warrant's going to issue for your arrest. You also had a case out of city court. It was a warrant for your arrest. It was for an some sort of aggravated assault charge. It was a misdemeanor, and you took a plea back on January 17th, 2022. You took a plea. It involved a victim by the name of Miguel Pacheco, and you were supposed to do the diversion program, but I see you did not complete the program. Looks like you only did like 7 of your 26 classes. And so what I'm going to do at this time as Navajo is just impose the sentence in the case. Find that you had pled guilty to the aggravated assault charge that occurred on June 16th of 2020. Place you on 6 months of unsupervised probation. Your fine was $2,500, but I'm going to suspend $2,000. You're left paying $500. I'm just going to set you up on a payment plan of $25 monthly beginning April 15th, 2025. I will release you and quash the warrant in the case. Do you understand?
Yes.
And what is your date of birth, ma'am?
12/29/70.
All right. Make sure you appear in Justice Court on the other matter. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
She's going to get a flush for putting people's lives at risk for drinking and driving. That's not cool. Don't do it. Don't do it.
What is your full name, please?
Gene Gator. What's up with her hair?
Say your last name?
PEREYRA.
All right. Looks like you had a warrant for your arrest for a shoplifting from March 8th of 2023. I'm going to quash the warrant.
Damn, she's looking like the Ring. Like she's about to come out of my computer screen.
Looks like the judge wants you held on this case.
Yeah, she's definitely looking mighty rough.
Hold on a second.
Her hair, man. Somebody give her a comb. Que se peine, por favor. Sheesh. Oh my, walking around looking like that. You scare the children.
The warrant just went out for you February 3rd of 2025.
She's crushing our warrants.
You living in a Tucson area?
She's my Lias.
South Tucson, yes.
So you got to show up for court.
I'm
going to release you on this shoplifting matter. Set your next court date for March 7th at 1 o'clock, which is tomorrow. Yeah, you're going to have to appear back in Justice Court tomorrow. If you don't, ma'am, another warrant's going to issue. The only way this case is going to get resolved is when you show up for court. You can show up tomorrow and get the case resolved, okay?
Okay.
You also had 2 warrants for your arrest at a city court for a drug paraphernalia charge and criminal trespass charge. I'm going to quash the warrants. I'm going to trust that you're going to show up for court. I'm going to release you. April 7th at 2 o'clock p.m. is your next court date in city court. Did you have a question for me?
What was the first court date?
Tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
That would, okay.
Get your copies of your paperwork.
She'll be back tomorrow. Or maybe Saturday.
Thank you.
Make sure
is that all?
You don't have to appear back here. You're excused.
Talking about hair not being combed. Hey, you know what? I got a comb this puppy up. Can't be having it like hairs all over the place. Got the trusty dandy comb right there.
What is your full name, please?
Damn, what's up with this one?
Edison Thomas.
Ay, ay, ay.
J. Mark.
All right, so it looks like you had a warrant for your arrest out of Justice Court for a domestic violence disorderly conduct case. That case was from May 21st of 2023. I'm going to quash the warrant. I'm going to trust that you're going to show up for court this time. You've got to get this case resolved. March 26th at 1 o'clock is your next court date in Justice Court. If you don't appear, a warrant will issue. Hold on a second. It says Janet. Did I take that off?
What the what?
Okay, Janet Altshuler is your attorney. So you're really lucky. You're very fortunate that you have an attorney. Her phone number is going to be on here. She'll help you resolve your case. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You also have a case out of, let's see, where is it? South Tucson from today's date for criminal trespass. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. Your next court is going to be in South Tucson City Court, March 18th at 10 a.m. Make sure you make your court date on that day.
Gracias. Thank you. Don't
hold on a second.
She's smiling now.
And you can't go back to.
She's a happy one.
2020 South 6th Avenue. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You also have a case out of City Court. Was for an assault disorderly conduct from December 29, 2024.
What up, Capricorn?
You had better see me in court. I'm Judge Hale. I'm going to release you. I'm going to trust that you're going to see me on April 4th at 9 a.m. If you show up, you also can get your case resolved on that day. So make sure you're appearing so you don't have to be back in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I would not trust that dude with a wiener.
Okay, so I'm being released on all charges?
Yes. Don't pick up any more charges.
Woo! Hey!
Woo!
Hey! Woo! Hey! Woo! Hey!
What is your full name, please?
That was a dude.
Analyst Tillman.
All right. Looks like you had warrants for your arrest out of South Tucson for 3 cases involving criminal trespass with shoplifting.
Does she have a black eye?
Damn! Trespass. And the last case for shoplifting.
Look like she had a black eye.
I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. You're living in Tucson?
Yes, ma'am.
You have got to show up for court. These cases will never go away until you show up and get your cases resolved, whether you want to take a plea or whether you want to take your case to trial. Make sure you show up in South Tucson. I'm going to release you March 18th here. More warrants will issue for your arrest. You also had a warrant for your arrest out of City Court for criminal trespass on November 23rd, 2024.
This is a woman.
I am going to enter a plea of not guilty, quash the warrants, release you on that case too. April 7th at 9 a.m. is your next court date in City Court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're going to get copies of your paperwork.
But nowadays you can never tell.
You're excused.
So I don't know.
Thank you.
Don't take my word for it.
Thank you. Have a nice day. God bless you.
Trespassing. Damn, it's wild out here in Pima County. Hey, what's in the water out there? I'm never going to go to Pima County.
Looks like it was a warrant for your arrest at a Justice Court for a shoplifting case from September 7th of 2023. I'm going to quash the warrant. Mr. Williams, you also have to show up. This case is like, almost a year and a half old.
Okay.
Set your next court date in Justice Court, March 17th at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you appear. If you don't, another warrant will issue for your arrest. And you had a case from July 19th of 2023 for an assault, disorderly conduct, threats, shoplifting, criminal trespass. I'm rarely going to release you on this case, Mr. Williams. You have to show up April 7th at 9:30 a.m. in City Court so that you can either set your case up for trial or take a plea offer if there's a plea offer offered. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right, you're excused. Thank you.
Damn. Hey, is anybody in here? Is anybody that's from Pima County? I got some questions for you guys. Some serious questions. We got to talk about this.
What is your full name, please? Looks like you had 1, 2, 3.
They don't have no fish kits over there? They don't have any combs in there or what?
For charges involving unlawful possession of prescription drugs and drug paraphernalia for one case, a criminal trespass disorderly conduct for a second case, a criminal trespass with a drug paraphernalia third case, and a criminal trespass shoplifting for a fourth case. I am going to enter pleas of not
Phoenix,
guilty.
Arizona, and living in Tucson.
Let's see.
I got questions for you. A lot of them.
So, Mr. George, I'm not sure why you did not stay in touch with your attorney. Are you living in Tucson?
I just barely came back from Phoenix like a month ago, but yeah.
You were in Phoenix?
Yeah, I went to go visit family out there. It's had a situation of a family loss. My grandpa passed away recently.
I'm barely going to give you a chance to be released. You got to show up April 7th at 9 a.m. in city court. If you don't appear, more warrants will appear and you'll be in custody. You've got to make sure you show up. You're excused. Thank you.
We can hear.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
No, I can't shut up. How
Jill,
dare
what
you?
happened to,
You're a rude one.
Saul Moreno?
Let me see. Is she the
just
releasing everybody?
Rejected, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. I'll continue
she looks
his
normal.
case till tomorrow then.
Good evening, Judge.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Good, Judge. How are you?
I am good.
Then go away.
All right. Let's see.
Hell yeah. Faith. I can't
just
repeat
white
those
out,
words. My wife might be on here. And then that's
continue
asking for problems. They
All right.
always release
What is
them
your
here.
full name, please?
Josephine Encinas.
All right. Looks like you're charged with a drive-by shooting charge, discharging a firearm at a residential structure, discharging a firearm within the city limits, an aggravated assault, use of a deadly weapon.
I didn't see that one
Pleas
coming.
of not guilty. I need to let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There
still wanna
is
bail
an
her
attorney
out?
who is seated next to you representing you for this
que no,
evening's
cabrón.
hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. County attorney.
How do you think she was holding the gun?
Your Honor,
Sideways
the state
or
requests a
the right way?
$100,000 bond on the basis that this is an incredibly dangerous, incredibly reckless action on the part of the defendant. The defendant shot at the subject residence multiple times with a .40 caliber pistol because somebody that she may have had intimate relations with in the past she thought was living there, when in fact there was two innocent people living there.
Oh, she's
the
crazy.
Police recovered bullet casings, a .40 caliber weapon in the defendant's possession, and noted pockmarked pockmarks from where the bullet struck the residence.
Ah, wow. She's crazy. She
And,
needs to get
Your
flushed.
Honor, we could have had two dead people on our hands for this person's recklessness. And for that, she is a dire risk to the community. $100,000.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's make it 250.
Your Honor, it looks like Ms. Encinas has absolutely no criminal history, at least from the pre-trial services report. She is 21 years old. She's been a lifelong Tucson resident. Her mother has told pre-trial services that she can provide third-party custody and transport. For those reasons, Judge, we are asking for release to pre-trial, but here I find a $10,000. Thank you.
It's because of the alleged facts in this case. I'm going to set your bond at $100,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with the alleged victims or go back to that residence location, possess no firearms or weapons. The legal defender's office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set March 17th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. You're excused.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this much. She's more gangster than me because I would not do something like that. She's ready for that time. She's on that type of time. I am totally not. Does anybody want to bail her out?
Judge, I'm going to switch cameras on Teams because of some lagging issues. Do you mind?
Go right ahead.
No.
Go right ahead. Change the camera. Nope. Any takers? Anybody want to take her home? Because she catches you with somebody, you know what you got coming your way. You might not make it out alive. So proceed with caution. Proceed with extreme caution. I'm doing it. Hey. I'm pretty sure she's there. I already know what some of you guys are thinking. If she'll do that on the streets, imagine what she'll do at home. I already know. I know what you're thinking already. No. Bueno. Hey, and if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free 99. Doesn't cost you anything. Don't be a codo. Don't be a Mr. Krabby Patty. Don't be an Uncle Scrooge. It's free for you, free for me. If like you're watching and you're not
the
following,
next one, Judge, I believe it's Mr. Naga. I have a note from his attorney letting me know that he was found not competent, not restorable in July of 2024. I understand the state's asking for a no bond hold, but the attorney just asked me to communicate the information to try in an attempt to try to get it released, but we obviously understand what the state is asking.
10 fingers and 10 toes.
Excuse me.
Oh shit! I remember this fool. This fool's crazy.
5480280.
Are you Michael Maga?
Michael
It's
Maga.
me, Michael Maga.
Thank you.
She
charged
gave
with
it Michael
attempted
Maga's
burglary
back.
in third degree and aggravated assault. I'm in pleas of not guilty. You have a right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who's sitting next to you.
This was
I'm going to hear
operandi,
first from the
though.
prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation. Mr. Paso?
Your Honor, we don't have anything in writing regarding this not competent, not restorable. So at this point, recommendation of no bond. He was out on one case, and when he was detained, he allegedly tried to grab the officer's firearm. He attempted to get his dogs to attack the officer, and then he later bit the officer. Your Honor, this would carry mandatory prison time, assuming for the sake of argument that there is not competent, not restorable. And Your Honor, I don't think the state does not believe it's appropriate to let him go based on the avowal of an attorney we don't have anything in writing from the court on.
Defense counsel?
Thank you, Judge. So I do see a report that the assigned attorney forwarded me. It is through the court's competency program, indicating that it's not restorable.
I don't mean to mean.
Settle down there. Settle down there, buddy.
Your Honor, I understand where the state's coming from. Our request was going to be released in his condition, but I guess if the court wants to set a no bond hearing, I really don't know if I can forward the email to Mr. Post.
Yeah, it is. I got it on
if
both.
that
Running both
we can
right
come
now.
back later.
Your Honor, the state would stand by its recommendation no bond until we can sort this out in the light of day and not at 7:30 at night.
Maga, I'm going to hold you without bond. Your no bond hearing set March 11th at 2:30. Your preliminary hearing at March 17th at 1:30. No contact with the victim or go back to the residence location of the victim. Thank you. You're all excused.
Ese güey está loco. Ese Michael Maga at CollectCallFrom. It's full HD over there, 1080p. Damn, and he's zesty too. He's a zesty one. He'll be all right in prison. He'll be all right. Trust me. He will be all right. Hey, if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free 99. If you're not following and you're watching, it's like you're stealing from me, and I'm giving this stuff away for free. Free for you, free for me, free for everybody. This is Pima County, Arizona. If you're ever in Pima County, definitely proceed with caution. Because I don't know if it's something in the air, something in the water, but if you never caught a DUI, you might catch one. If you've never been a violent type of person towards your partner, you might be catching a DUI. If you don't shoplift at Target, you might be shoplifting a thing or two.
And Your Honor, I know we went off the record, but the minute entry I see is from Justice Court of the not competent, not restorable. So
if you
know it'll take a while for the Justice Court to forward to the Superior Court, but
if you've never loitered around the Circle K, you might be.
The state's not comfortable with letting them go in the dark at night. The judge
definitely have him PC'd up.
Okay, thank you.
Imagine they get their hands on that fool. Woo! Se le van a romper las ligas. There, he's gonna come out with no rubber bands. Quick trip. Oh, that's right, the QT. Up next on the Price is Wrong. What do you guys think this individual is locked up for? DV, some drogas.
Name, sir?
Oh yeah, it's
Roger Dennis Mark.
It's
drogas. Had 2 misdemeanor cases in warrant status out of justice court. One case was a domestic violence interfering with judicial proceedings or failure to comply with the court order. Actually, both charges involved those same charges. One case was from November 21st of 2024. The other case was November 27th, 2024. I'm going to quash the warrants, release you on both cases. Your next court date is going to be in justice court, March 25th, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. Make sure you appear in court and your attorney's name is Adam Waters. There's a phone number that's going to be on your paperwork. Call him tomorrow and, talk to him about your cases. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys have some? Go ahead.
Up next on The Price is Wrong. Damn, my boy, you got the CL20s on. Absolutely. Got them CL20s. You know what I'm saying? What else would I be sporting? How many people have you ever seen sporting the CL20s? I don't think any but me. Wow, faster than McDonald's. Hell yeah. Trucha con la panzucha. Proceed with caution. Like I was saying, hey, if you're ever passing through Pima County, be careful because it might be bad. I tried going on YT and it says there's a what? A wait? Is that what you try to put? Let me see. What is the court's YouTube channel name? Already subbed to you. It's at CollectCallFrom. If you go to at CollectCallFrom, it's every day at 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there or be a square. Unfortunately, I will not be providing with any information as far as where I get these streams from because I've had other people come in here and
What is your full name, please?
try to copy.
Hector Rodriguez Rodriguez.
You had a warrant for your arrest for an unlawful possession narcotic drug, unlawful possession drug paraphernalia case. The alleged incident date was on September 12, 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant, quash the warrant, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I'll hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney.
Your Honor, he's a 6 out of 6. He's established a very strong pattern of failing to appear. We don't have much information on him. He was on release. He is prior 7,500.
Defense counsel.
So, Your Honor, I think the bond amount listed on the warrant is $500. And he may or may not be eligible for a Prop 200 plea, which is probation mandated. I just don't have all the details. But given the low-level simple possession charge that's listed on the warrant, we are asking you to give him. We concede he is 6 on 6 on the scales, but we are asking for 1 chance on 3 trial services. If not, we just ask the court to impose the $500 bond.
Mr. Borges Rodriguez, your bond is set at $1,000 plus release of pretrial services. If you're able to post that bond, you must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. If you were to get out of custody, you cannot be in possession of any alcohol or take any illegal drugs, and you cannot be in possession of any illegal drugs. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set for March 13, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. Your excuse.
Sorry, no tortilla. Sorry, no tortilla.
Sorry, no tortilla for you. Let me see right here. Gotta switch it up, guys. Gonna call the local liquor store to bond you out. That's right, Chicali. I see you moving out north from one channel to the other channel. You know what's up. A 6 out of 6.
What is your full name, please?
Christian Zion Cañeda.
You're charged with 1 count of unlawful possession of narcotic drug for sale. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney.
Your Honor, during the course of a traffic stop, a search incident to a canine free air sniff, the search yielded over 50,000 M30 fentanyl fake oxy pills that were packaged for sale.
He's going to prison.
50,000. State recommends a $35,000 bond.
Defense counsel?
So, Your Honor, it looks like Mr. Canedo has some part-time employment. His uncle has provided will provide family support and transportation to court. He has absolutely no felony history, Judge. So we're asking for release to protect services, but in case you're not inclined, we asked to put a bond of $5,000. Thank you.
Mr. Canito, your bond set at $30,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set March 17th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You're excused.
That fool's gonna go to prison for life. That fool's he just kiss his ass goodbye because unless he starts ratting out his conecta, which he probably is gonna rat him out. That's probably guaranteed. He's already told on everybody already. So if you know this guy and you were working with him, you might as well just leave town because he already told, or he's about to tell. What happened? They caught that fool with like 1 million pills. I can't even say what kind of pills. Can't even post 30K because they'll seize it. That's right. Just joined. What up, Andy?
What is your full name, please?
Scott Blair Plot Filter.
You have you're charged with 1 count of domestic violence, aggravated assault, 3 counts of misdemeanor violation of a court order, a misdemeanor threat to intimidation charge, a misdemeanor disorderly conduct charge, and a misdemeanor criminal damage charge. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty to all those charges. Let you know
Thank you, Your Honor.
have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney, Deputy County Attorney.
Your Honor, this defendant is alleged to have gone into a residence that he was barred from by an order of protection, threatened to kill his mother, screamed obscenities at her, urinated on her bed, knocking her down.
Peeing on her bed.
And, Your Honor, this individual is 64 years old, so I can only guess the mother is somewhere in her 80s. We don't know what her condition is. And this mom was handicapped, unable to get up by herself. He stomped on his mother's walker, breaking it.
Oh, snap.
And also threatened what looks to be his sister. He is in absolute immediate danger to his own family and doesn't seem to care if he has an OP against him. $100,000.
100?
Your Honor, can I have a brief moment, please?
Yes.
Take 2 moments. Counsel. Damn, hey, this fool's on a good one. This fool's on a... Who knows? Hey, you know what? For somebody that lives in Pima County, it's not the water. It has to be whatever they're ingesting as far as like narcotics and whatnot. What was it?
So, Your Honor, Mr. Clark Fletcher is a Benson resident for 10 years. It looks like he has only one failure to appear in the last 2 years. And, Your Honor, his last conviction seems to be from 1995. Given that that's the case, we're asking you to release him to pretrial services supervision. But in case you're not inclined, a close to $10,000 bond. Thank you.
Mr. Klopfelter, your bond set at $50,000. No contact with your mom and your Stacy.
That fool he has nowhere to go.
Acts of domestic violence, possession of firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set March 7th at March 17th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. You also had a warrant for your arrest for a domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct case. The alleged incident date was from January 19th, 2020. I'm going to quash the warrant. Because I held you on a felony, I'll release you on the misdemeanor. Your next court date in Justice Court is March 26th at 1:00 p.m. And I'll let Justice Court know you're currently in custody on a felony matter. You are
a felony? How many felonies?
The felony charge that I read to you. The domestic violence aggravated assault, 1 charge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
That fool's going to prison. You better believe him. Oh, he big man. He's going to prison for a long time. Nobody likes when you beat up old people, especially your mama. That's not cool. And I'm pretty sure, and the messed up part is that fool probably still lives with his mom, and he's acting up like that. Like, come on. This fool's old. Imagine how old his mom is. His mom's probably like 93 years old. Like people at that age you can't be subjecting them to those type of punishments. That's not cool. But just wait till he gets to prison, because people don't like those type of people. He's gonna have a rough time, my friend, right there. Wow. Facts.
What is your name,
No
please?
way, Elder.
Christian Jackson's name. That's Phil for a while.
Took away his PlayStation.
Eric.
You have been arrested and accused of the crimes of unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that only requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitoring treatment they recommend.
Oh, okay.
While in release status, you cannot drink any alcohol, be in possession of any alcohol, don't take any illegal drugs, and do not be in possession of any illegal drugs. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your first hearing is called a STEPS hearing. It is set for next week, March 13th, 2025 at 9 a.m. You must be present if not a warrant will issue for your arrest, and you may no longer be eligible for this special diversion program. Defense counsel, are you willing to waive time for the preliminary hearing?
Certainly, Judge. And the 45 days is April 21st.
April 21st at 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. Thank you.
Not the
Thank
same.
you.
Yeah, that's a trip. So now when people go in with charges like that, they don't react anymore. They just let it be. Or cómo está la cosa?
Oh, actually, I'm glad he's still there. He had a drug paraphernalia case. I'm going to quash a warrant, release him. Your next court date in Justice Court, sir, is March 17th at 8:30 a.m. Make sure you appear in Justice Court on that misdemeanor drug paraphernalia case. You're excused. Thank you.
Up next on The Price is Wrong, what kind of crime do you think the next individual is going to be coming up for? What could it be? DV? What could it be for some? Heroina?
What is your full name, please?
What can it be?
Juan Daniel Lopez.
You're charged with one count of drive-by shooting. I'm going to enter a
Another
plea of
one?
not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. You do have an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney?
He was probably with that one
Your
girl.
Honor, this is the driver from the aforementioned drive-by shooting.
Yep, there it is.
It appears that he was upset that the co-defendant may have previously had a relationship with somebody he didn't like. So they decided to go to that residence where they thought he lived, but he didn't, and shoot the place up. $100,000.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, Mr. Lopez has absolutely no felony criminal history. He's 22. He's lived in Tucson his whole life. The degree of involvement is what is at issue here. He is alleged to have been the driver. We understand accomplice liability applies, but Your Honor, given the level of participation, we are asking you to consider release, but if you're not inclined, a $50,000 bond. Thank you.
Mr. Lopez, your bond is set at $100,000 due to the alleged facts of this case. No contact with the alleged victims. Don't go back to that residence location. Possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. March 17th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Everyone's excused. Thank you. Have a good evening, everyone.
That's it? No.
Final.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, no. All right, so look, check this out, guys. You got two options. I could cut the stream right now and come back later, or we could just hang out for 15 minutes right now while we wait for Maricopa County to start right now. That's the next court that's going to be starting up right now. Let's go somewhere else. He got released. Hell, now that fool ain't going nowhere. All right, then cool. We'll go ahead and hang out. Let me go ahead and swap it over right now. So like that, we're ready. we're ready when it goes down. Let me see. Let me just switch everything up right now really quick. So like that. Let me see here. Window capture. Let me switch. Hey guys, don't be looking at where I'm going for my connections over here, because I know you guys be trying to find out where I do these streams from. All right, there we go. We're ready. We're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. Let me go ahead and just put this on the screen. All right, cool. So as soon as the next court starts, we'll be ready to go. It'll be in about 15 minutes or so. Hey, that court, wow. That court was wild. That I haven't been this pumped up since that one guy with the big ears about 1 o'clock today. So about 5 hours ago. Man, hey, if you guys haven't seen that video from today, that Utah, that was a wild ride too. We had that guy with the big ears that did some very nasty things. Then we had the other guy, the one that was yelling at the parole board, and then the parole board started yelling at him. That was wild. That was my favorite. And I just cut them up during that break that I had. I was chopping them up. I was clipping them because you couldn't forget about those. Man, today I've been up here for a while today. I haven't been up here like I think since January was like the last time that I really put this much time into sitting in front of these cameras right here and interacting with you guys. I watched it on your videos. Hey, thank you, Joe. Gracias. All of Utah. Hey, Utah. Hey, but you know what? Utah's normally like that. Utah, they be having some wild cases. Hold on. Let me turn my camera on. Hold up. I forgot about it. Let me see. I forgot about it. There we go. Now you guys can see me. You don't have a replay of the trial? What trial? What are you talking about? No sé. James, you're the man. Hey, thank you. Highly appreciate that. Weston, gracias. Gracias. Let me see. Hey, what's up? So I want to go ahead and take this time to give all of you that are in here a shout out. Appreciate you guys. Paco, Taco, Kate. Let me see who else is here. Steven, Ray. Let me see. Faith. Chris. Welcome, Chris. Hey, man. Hey, Chris. I think that was you from earlier on, the one that said you made that comment about the guy with his ears. Joseph, Nicole. Let me see who else. I'm reading off the YT people right now. Anna. Appreciate everybody that's dropping comments. We appreciate you guys because you guys are definitely help us get into the FYP or to the algorithm. Baby Tate 22, Monica M. You see who else? So that I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. PA New York. Elsner. I think that's how you pronounce it. And let me see over here. Let me see. Crazy Mama 57. Gas Up. Chicali, gracias. Follow James. It's free 99, not a scam. Hell yeah. Hey, like straight up. Like I'm not going to be hitting you guys up for money. That's not what I want. But I do want to get you as a follower. That's going to help me get into the algorithm. People see big numbers and they want to be part of something. So, I want you guys to help me, get to that point. The money, it'll come, but it's not going to come from you guys. I don't want money from you, but I do want your attention. If you see my videos, drop a comment, repost it, do something with it, please. And por favor. Let me see. Hey, don't trip either, because I know I be seeing like a lot of people, when they get big, they start like, complaining about their life, about how this went wrong and that went wrong, and they owe a gas bill and their tires are bad, or their car just broke down, or they lost their phone, or like little BS like that. That's not me. I'm not gonna be hitting you guys up. I'm not gonna be giving you guys sob stories so you guys could send me your good hard-earned money. I don't need that. But I do need your follow. Let me see. And if you're not tapping, you must be crapping. Hey, thank you, Joe. Highly appreciate that. Let me see. They get greedy. Yeah. I'm not in for the money yet, because right now it's just pennies, to be quite honest with you. But I enjoy it. I enjoy being here. Clowning and whatnot. I am crapping right now. That's right. Hey, do your thing, Playboy. Do your thing. Let me see. So yeah, man. I mean, I think there's something valuable to be learned from these. Part of AZ. We're gonna be going to Maricopa. I'm not from Arizona, but we're going to be going to Maricopa, Arizona. I think there's a very important, something important that could be learned from these videos and stuff. If you don't do illegal substances, it's probably not a good time to start, because your future, you'll be looking at it right now when this new court will be starting up. You know, whatever they put into these substances and whatnot, you should call this the stash, man. I might. I like that. Gracias. But yeah, you know, I know I get on here and I clown and whatnot, but it's very I think it's a very serious topic right here, where you know, there's a lot of things that are going on. As you guys can see from these court sessions, there's a lot of domestic violence going on, utilization of illegal substances, and that leads to other things. You're out there shoplifting in Target. You're trespassing at your local Circle K, maybe even 7-Eleven. You might switch it up from here, from here to there, but it's definitely not the place to be. Going into these institutions, it's not fun. And just so we're clear, I've never been to prison. I've done everything but prison and YA. I had never been to, but anything under there, I've been there. And they're definitely, I could tell you, they're not fun places, especially if you don't like listening to people. And that's something that I used to hate, going into these places, and you gotta listen to the next person, because if not, you know what you got coming your way. James, let's talk about that judge. I think it's outrageous. She was letting everyone go. No, you know what? I think the reason that they do that is just it's all pretty much a numbers game. I think the beds, they reserve them for those people that are commit the most violent, or the most I'm not even sure what word to use, but they hold it for those that court is about to start. That too, they're saving money too. Hey, thank you. I think it's Jay. Thank you for the follow. Highly appreciate it. What is the other name? Which just says 715. You think they have too many people in there? That's why. That would be my primary guess. That I'm pretty sure they're probably full already. And if they're not full, they probably reserve those spots for the most violent, or for those that shouldn't be in the streets. If you really think about the people that she let go today, it was mostly like shoplifters and people that were utilizing illegal substances. As you could see, the girl that did that drive-by, she ain't going anywhere for quite some time. The young man that was our accomplice, that was going to prison. That dude that got busted with all them pills, he's going to go to the feds for a very long time. And I think he's still going to go to the feds for a long time. Even if he tells on where he was, where he was getting those pills, they're still going to break that fool off. Let me see. Oh, I love this court. This would be interesting. I think so. And I know earlier on, we know when we were listening to the stream, somebody kept on telling me to shh. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be talking. If you want to watch this by yourself and you don't want to hear me, you're probably better off, going directly to the stream and listening to it by yourself, because I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm gonna make my comments. I'm gonna make my faces, and that's what it is. Let me see. I stole the shopping cart while I was going up the river. Let me see how much time for the drive-by. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you because I'm not familiar with Arizona laws, but I'm pretty sure there has to be a person or two that are from Arizona that could tell you how much time they're looking at. Let me see. That's why we're here. We talk and make us laugh. That's what I'm saying. So normally I don't boot people out, but she just kept on. She just kept on going shh, shh. So I ended up muting her. So she might be in here and she might be wondering how come I'm not making any comments towards her comments. Is because I can't see them anymore. You're on a timeout, if you will. Drive-by is $400. Oh, times like 50. Let me see. Arizona gives about 7 years for a drive-by. Okay, Chicali, then she might be having 7 years coming her way. I'm glad I stopped getting in trouble. Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, once, I snapped out of it when I was 21. Up until that point, I was going into these facilities. So, at some point you got to make a decision. Do you want to continue it and graduate to the big leagues, to the major leagues, or do you want to stop? And for me, to be quite honest with you, I got commitment issues. That's what it comes down to. I couldn't commit myself to doing years. So that's one of the major factors that made me change my life. Let me see. How can I watch the stream? You could watch it right here at You Got a Collect Call From, or you could go over directly to our YouTube page at Collect Call From. I run them daily, all day, every day. We do about 7 to 8 streams a day, or maybe even more at this point. I graduated at the age of 18 for 15 years. Yep, there it is. You see, there it is. You speak. It be like that. And but yeah, so I got commitment issues, and I just couldn't commit myself to giving away that much of my life. So I ended up changing my life. But I will say this: it didn't stop me from doing I didn't completely stop. I just got fortunate that I never got caught, and if I did get caught, the cops would give me a break for whatever reason. They saw something in me, and they would let me go. So let me see. We passed 7, 8 a day. That's right. Hell yeah. We even when I'm not here, I'm still here. Let me see. You see, that's right. Hey, I had a choice: Marine Corps or prison. I spent 20 years. Yeah, hey, right. That's probably the best choice you could have ever made in your life. You can go watch his page. Hey, gracias, Joe. Highly appreciate that. But yeah, so you guys might be wondering how the hell is James on here so much today? It's because my wife left. She's gone. She'll be back on Sunday. So I'll be on for the next few days. What's tomorrow? Friday. I'll be on Friday and Saturday. I'll be on a little bit more than usual. So rather be out here helping my lady was washing dishes than be in prison. Hell yeah. Yup. Hey, what's up? Was that Trista? Good evening. I did 15 in the feds. Damn. Woo. That's a long little stretch right there. Yeah, I couldn't do that amount of time. Hell no. Let me see. Laughing out loud. Gone. Yeah. Let me see. Laughing out loud. You gonna get your. Oh man. But yeah, so that's why I'm on here today, because my lady is gone like the wind, but she'll be back. So you peseta. What? How can I be a peseta? I've never been to the penitentiary, homeboy. Let me see. Life's a trip. Yup. But thank you, Jose. Gracias a ti. Let me see. I did 4 months in juvie. And where are you from, Fernando, if you don't mind sharing? Because sharing is caring. I'm so excited for this court to start. I'm overly excited. Hell yeah. And let's go ahead and give you one of these. And like my 6-year-old daughter says, Toma, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. Yeah. How was your experience, Franklin County? Let me see how your response is. Hey, like, what else am I supposed to do? Like, I'm behind a freaking, I'm behind a phone, it's like, I'm not trying to be gangster or anything. So, like, what do you respond to that? Smile now, cry later. Hey, thank you, Chris, for the follow. Highly appreciate it. And be like Chris. Hit that follow button. It's free 99. Doesn't cost you a thing. Don't be a Mr. Krabby Patty. Don't be an Uncle Scrooge. Don't be a Codo. My experience wasn't good. Writes Fernando. My experience wasn't good. It taught me to change because I was always getting suspended at school. Is this life? I don't know. Let me pinch myself. Am I life? Oh, shit. Let me see. I don't know. No sé. Let me see right here. Is this life? What? I feel like I'm in like 51st dates over here. Let me see. Winston Road. Good. Stay out of trouble. No, the screen behind you. Pre-recorded. Laughing out loud. Hey, what's up, Tita? No, it's not live. He's a robot. You are right. I am a robot. And what's up? How's it going? Let me see. I can't even see that name. Let me see. Let me see. Let me move this over here. Lori? I think that's. Hey, what's up, Lori? How's it going? Welcome to You Have a Collect Call From. Calm down. I didn't know. I didn't know. I swear. You are AI. Yeah. Just to give you guys a heads up. 95% of the time, whenever you guys see me on here, all this stuff is live and direct. And if I ever do run something that's not live, I'll let you guys know, and I'll give you guys the option. Should we cut it, or do you guys want me to go ahead and run something that's pre-recorded, and so we could stay on? So just want to go ahead and throw that out there, so we're all on the same page. And another thing, I know you guys are gonna start telling me, press the unmute button. I can't see the person's face. If I press the unmute button, I'm going to show you what's going to happen, because people are always making comments like that too. If I press it, it pauses. I can't press that mute button. It'll close out the window. So if you're wondering how come I don't hit the mute button, it's because it'll close the window. All right. So any other questions? I'll be more than happy to answer them right now, since court's not in session yet. Let's see, James, let them know it's free to follow. It is. Let me see. It's not like it's your family member. Let me see. They send gifts to your live tip frequently. You can invite them to join your team. What the hell is that all about? I don't know. Let me see. Hey, Kramer, thank you for the follow. Highly appreciate that. Have you heard about the ice wall? The one in the Arctic? The one that doesn't let us leave? Is that the one you're talking about? Let the fresh meat know how it works. That's what I'm saying, That's my uncle in the video. Which one? The copper? Let me see. I've seen some videos pop up on my on my feed. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's true. I mean, or if it's fake, or if the earth is flat, or if it's round. How scary do you believe it's true? I don't even know what to believe anymore. It's just like so much information is being poured out, real information, fake information. It's like what to believe. You just got to filter through the crap, right? Yo, Think Brit, welcome. You might have to prove that. Flat. Is the earth flat? Is it round? Also, have you heard about the demon face syndrome? Nah, I haven't heard about that. But hopefully it doesn't happen around here, because I'm home alone. And it'll be scary. Anyhow, so it's already 7:03, so they're behind schedule today. Hey, and for those of you that have any doubts that this is it's being live streamed, as soon as the court starts, they're gonna say, "All rise." Court's now in session, and then they're gonna say the date and the time. So look at my time up there. I'm in the West Coast, so it's 7:03. They're gonna say 8:00, because we're an hour difference from Arizona. If that makes any sense to you, it's 8:03. You see, Joe just said it. She is strict. Let me see. How do I go to that website where you're watching this, Fernando? You know what? I don't share that information because and it's not that even when I haven't shared it, but what will happen is, people get on, they find out where this website's out, and then they go and they start doing streams, and then I got people coming in tell me like, hey, so and so, they're doing this stream and they're trying to like copy you, and so that's why I don't share the information. Let me see, but it's easy to find, it's just Google and it'll come up. It ain't that they burn it. 10:04. I was just asking, all right, hey, don't trip. Let me see. It's way better with James anyways, right? 20 Moonstone 10, if you will. James has asked the same question 10 times. Please mute him. Nah, he's good, man. He's good. I ain't tripping. Let me see. I love being home alone. Writes Frank King 856. What up, Tita? Gracias. Appreciate that like right there. If you're not tapping, you must be napping. What's up? We only got 19.5K and we only got 18.3K. Come on, what's up? Let's make it an even 20, man. What's up? So we could get to the FYP. We could get some more people in here, some more comments, more engagement, and more laughters, right? Because that's why most of us are in here, for a good laugh, right? And you see, we both, James, I'm getting confused, man. Laughing now loud. Let me see. Nice break when the lady is away. I like it. I like it. I mean, because my lady's not here and my daughter's not here, so the house is kind of quiet. And my daughter brings a lot of laughter to the house. So let me see. I'm napping while I'm waiting for this to start. That's right. That's right. And let me go ahead and take this moment right now. For those of you that don't know, I also got a YT page. It's also the name of our channel here on TT. Is at CollectCallFrom. And let me go ahead and put it on this side here. At CollectCallFrom. And I also got some stickers. So if you guys want some stickers, I gave them out for free. Just shoot me DM me your info and I'll go ahead and mail them out in the next day or two. If you will. Hey, thank you, KC fan. I appreciate that. Where they at? Oh, you know what? Somebody asked me, where am I located? I'm located on the West Coast. Born and raised in the city of Los Angeles on the 213. Hey, what up, Southside BK99? Where you been, man? I haven't seen you. For a few days. Chris, you don't want anyone taking your business. Hell. What up, Big James? Southside BK99. Texas prisons ain't no joke for people. Yeah, straight up. You ain't lying right there, Chris. You ain't lying. My uncle keeps walking back and forth. I'm about to call him. What are you going to call him? Let me see. Tracy, thank you. Highly appreciate that. Join my team. Appreciate that. Let me see. Hey, thank you, guys. We just hit 20K on one account and 22 on the other account. Highly appreciate it. Un chingo de gracias. James, didn't you hear that English is the national language now for the United States? I did hear that, but I'm bilingual. My apologies if you don't speak more than one language. But I could teach you if you want. Si quieres, te puedo enseñar. We see that the Grammys the other day, Usher was acting real strange. 20 Moonstone, 10 laughing little emojis. Let me see right here. 22 likes, 22K likes. Man, I hope it's not that judge, the one that be breathing heavy. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that heart right there. What was it? Angel Girl 48. Highly appreciate that. Man, what judge is it gonna? All rise. Get ready. It's coming.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Oh, I like this judge. Is the hipster mustache judge. He thanked the what? The judge. This judge. Nah, you know what? He's not. This dude's not that strict. He looked like he got a haircut today.
Good evening. This is the time for the 8 p.m. calendar and initial appearance court on March 6, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints made on the first calendar of this month will apply to all hearings on this calendar. I will call you each up to the podium one at a time. Please listen for your name. I'm then going to announce whoever is up next. Please sit in the chair that's right outside of the courtroom. I'll let you know what you've been arrested for, what your next court dates are, and any release conditions that I'm ordering today. Let's go ahead and get started with Edward Paxton to the podium and Roberto Lamas to the chair, please.
Roberto Lamas. All right. Let's see who's up next on The Price is Wrong. Orange is the new black.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Edward Paxton.
Your date of birth? 4/21/84. Thank you. We are here today on 4 different cases. The first is a Superior Court failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving dangerous drug possession and drug paraphernalia. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you in this case. I will set a status conference in the downtown Superior Court on March 17th at 8:30 a.m. I am going to affirm the bond that was in the warrant. That's a $500 secured bond. We're also here today on another failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving dangerous drug possession, marijuana possession, and drug paraphernalia. I will affirm the attorney that was appointed to represent you on that case as well. Set a non-witness violation hearing on March 17th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court, and I will affirm the bond and the warrant of $500 on that case. The third case is a failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving theft of means of transportation, theft of a credit card, theft, control of property, and theft, control of a credit card. I will affirm the attorney that represents you on that case as well. Set a status conference post-warrant on March 17th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court, and I will affirm the bond in that warrant as well. It's a $2,000 secured bond. Finally, we're here today on an out-of-county warrant out of the Pima County Superior Court for a probation violation. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you in Pima County. I am setting an arraignment hearing in the Pima County Superior Court on March 11th at 8:30 a.m. Pima County is requesting to hold you non-bondable for a violation of probation, so I will affirm that order at this point in time. You do have bonds on your other cases, but don't post those because you're being held non-bondable in your Pima County case. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
I got a lot of questions.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left from the officer and then have a seat.
And I don't think that's a woman.
Roberto Lamas to the podium and Curtis Austin to the chair, please.
Hey, James, I've been watching Miami-Dade on YT all week. Keep him coming, for sure. I got you 6 a.m.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Roberto Lamas, August 21, 1996.
Thank you. We are here today on 2 different cases. The first is a Superior Court arrest warrant. You were charged with 1 count of dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you in that case. I am setting a status conference post-warrant on March 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. You were on felony release when these allegations allegedly did occur, so I am going to have to hold you non-bondable today, but I am setting an evidentiary hearing on March 13th at 1:30 p.m. Talk with your attorney. Your attorney can argue for your release at that point in time. We're also here today on a probation violation warrant for violating Term 1. I will appoint you an attorney in that case as well. Set a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 13th at 8:30. That's in the downtown Superior Court. And I will issue a secured bond in the amount of $250 on that case. But don't post bond on that because you're being held non-bondable in the first case. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and then take a seat. Curtis Austin to the podium and Isaiah Rivers to the chair, please.
Wow.
Good evening, counsel. Your client is a little bit further down the calendar, just to give you a heads up, so just hang tight with us, okay?
Damn, those pants are loud.
Your client's case is a little bit further down the docket, so just hang tight with us. Thank you. Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Curtis Austin, 5/24/79.
Thank you. We are here today on 3 different cases. The first is a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 12th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond on this case in the amount of $25,000. We're also here today on an out-of-county warrant out of the Casa Grande Justice Court for allegations of failing to appear in assault. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you in that case. I'm setting an arraignment hearing in the Casa Grande Justice Court on March 11th at 8:30, and I will issue a secured bond in the amount of $250 on that case. Finally, we're here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant. You were charged with dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you in that case. I'm setting a status conference on March 12th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court, and I will issue a secured bond in the amount of $250 on that case. So you have a total bond today of $25,500. If you do post bond, I will order that you not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. It is also my understanding that you're currently on parole. I am ordering that you contact your parole officer within 24 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork. to your
Okay,
left
so
and
the
take
reason he's wearing street clothes is because he just got
Isaiah
arrested.
Rivers to the podium.
He was
and
just
Curtis Harris to
arrested
the
within
chair.
the last 3 to 4 hours. So in Maricopa County, you have to see the judge within a certain amount of hours.
Good
So
evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
he hasn't been processed yet.
1997.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, which is a Class 3 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 12th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $25,000. That does mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I am ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they they install an electronic monitor on you prior to your release. I'm also ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Curtis Harris to the podium and Raymond Garcia to the chair, please.
I think that's anywhere you go, Chicali. It's just not. That's just not there.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Curtis Harris, 1392.
Thank you. We are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving 2 counts of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, 1 count of dangerous drug possession, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia.
Yes, sir.
I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you. I am setting a status conference post-warrant on March 13th at 8:30. That's going to be in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond and the warrant. That's a $5,000 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and take a seat. Raymond Garcia to the podium and Isaac Contreras to the chair, please.
Hey, well, good thing I don't commit crimes anymore. I don't have to worry about.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Raymond Garcia, 32189.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of aggravated DUI, license suspended or revoked for a DUI, which is a Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 12th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $2,500. That does mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I'm also ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they conduct alcohol testing and monitoring as a condition of your release. I'm also going to order that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription, no possessing or consuming any alcohol, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and take a seat.
I thought that was a cup of coffee.
Isaac Contreras to the podium and Nicholas Carey to the chair, please.
Oh, he has a lawyer. Oh, he must have some heavy duty charges. What do you guys think the compa did?
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Isaac Manuel Contreras, August 26, 1983.
Thank you. Counsel?
Holly Giesel, representing Mr. Contreras.
Thank you. And do we have Ms. Stetson on the line?
What do you guys think he did?
Yes, Your Honor. I was not aware that
I hate this DA.
there were more than one defense attorney appearing today.
I believe we just got a notice of appearance in court right now.
Okay.
This is Arizona.
What number is he, Your Honor?
This is number 30 on the calendar, Isaac Contreras.
Yeah, that's a copper behind him.
Okay.
The sheriff's.
Okay, Your Honor. State's ready. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Thank you. Mr. Contreras, we are here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant. There was a warrant issued for your arrest on allegations of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, which is a Class 4 felony, and discharging a firearm in the city limit, which is a Class 6 felony. I was inclined to appoint you an attorney, but counsel, are you going to be representing him moving forward or just for today's purposes?
For all further proceedings.
Thank you. Give me 1 second here. And counsel, may I have your name one more time?
Holly, Holly, Giesel, Giesel.
They know each other.
Bar number is 013845.
Thank you. I will have Ms. Giesel appointed as your attorney moving forward. If at any point in time you do need a publicly appointed counsel, just let the court know an attorney can be appointed to represent you. But I'll have Ms. Giesel have listed as your attorney of record moving forward. I am going to set a status conference on March 12th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. And counsel, I'll make sure that you get a copy of the release orders, that you have those dates as well. Counsel, in the warrant for his arrest, it was requesting a $2,000 secured bond. Did you want to be heard on release conditions?
I would, Your Honor. Mr. Contreras, first of all, and I have brought the documentation, is under a permanent order for guardianship and conservatorship. And his guardian is Emmanuel Walker. Mr. Contreras lives in Marana. He is married. He's lived there for 1 year. He did not receive a copy of the arrest warrant. It was returned. I'm not sure why, but he's been at this address for a year. And so we would respectfully ask that he be released on his own recognizance with the supervision of the probate court appointed guardian, and to live at his address in Marana with his wife, Maria.
And counsel, do you have that address?
Go ahead.
It's Maricopa.
I'm sorry, in Maricopa. Yes, it's in Pinal. Yes, go ahead. Yes.
43985 West Cahill Drive.
Okay, that does look like it was a different address than we had on record. That's why the summons did not make it to your client, it looks like. Ms. Stetson, did you want to be heard on release conditions in response?
Yes, Your Honor. The state was very quickly pulling up Mr. Contreras' history. Give me 1 second to see. It looks like there was...
I can't stand this DA.
Is this a failure to appear warrant, Your Honor, or is this just a arrest warrant filed with the new charges?
It was just an arrest warrant. It does look like he was originally sent a summons, and then obviously he did not get it because it was at the wrong address and failed to appear after the summons was issued.
I'm going straight to hell. One-way ticket.
Your Honor, it does appear that Mr. Contreras does have a history, including 2 violent felony offenses, Your Honor. It doesn't show that he has any failure to appears in the last 2 years, but the state doesn't know what he has been doing for the last 2 years. It does appear that he's lived in Maricopa. State would just ask that the warrant be affirmed. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Stetson. Give me just 1 second.
And, Your Honor, I can answer those questions. Mr. Contreras' prior felonies were adjudicated out of Yuma County, and he was adjudicated as guilty except in saying he completed his commitment to the Arizona State Hospital successfully upon release. I have represented Mr. Contreras actually for about 7 years on a successful civil case in matters also involving the Arizona State Hospital, and there is a case involving his care and treatment there that will be argued before the Ninth Circuit on the 12th of March here in Phoenix. The circuit's going to hear the case here. We have ongoing contact with him, but because of his history, we did, through Josh Moselle, who's a well-known probate lawyer, get a permanent guardian appointed. Mr. Contreras was, at the time of his arrest here, was not driving. He was in full compliance with the law, and his wife was driving. The car was registered, it was insured, etc. So I believe that in the interest of justice, and given his last year or two of perfect behavior since his release from the state hospital, that release on recognizance to the guardian and to his wife is appropriate.
Thank you, counsel. And counsel and Ms. Stetson, I don't know if you can possibly answer this as well. From I'm looking at the docket here, it actually looks like there's an initial appearance set tomorrow morning at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. And it just says paperwork received from Pinal County. Counsel, do you have any idea what that might be in reference to?
I don't. It's not clear to me that he was IA'd in Pinal County, in which case the case is probably going to get dismissed because he was arrested on the
I think on the, I'm not even sure. I know it was a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's been well over a week, so I'm not sure why he didn't get arraigned there. But the docket out of Pinal is a little confusing, frankly. So we just decided to put that for later, do this IA here, and move forward.
And counsel, from what I'm looking at here, he may have been already IA'd in Pinal County. Give me 1 second.
I think the court has better access to the electronic records than we do. So.
Unfortunately, I don't have too much more than you do. I'm looking at some correspondence that was received, and it's not correspondence like the whole packet. There's a note here that it said that received a warrant IA packet from Pinal County. Commissioner McGuire's division had a hearing date set.
We're about to find out.
And so I believe that there is an initial appearance set tomorrow morning. I don't know if counsel was even aware of that.
No.
It sounds like we had the wrong address for your client anyway. What I'm inclined to do, I was inclined initially to affirm the bond and the warrant, but seems there's a lot of moving parts that this court is not aware of. I am going to release your client, counsel, to the supervision of pretrial services, and that's mostly just to make sure that he does get assistance getting to court. We can also make sure that he does appear. It sounds like he has plenty of supports in the community at this point in time, but having one more, given the lack of communication between different courts, I think is not a bad idea. So I am going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services, sir. That is going to change your dates a little bit. I'm going to set new dates. That is going to be on March 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 24th at 8:30. Now, counsel, if there is an initial appearance set tomorrow morning in front of Commissioner McGuire, it's possible that that hearing comes and goes, and I don't want a warrant to be issued out of that one. I will reach out to Commissioner McGuire's division after court today to give them a heads up that that hearing was kind of impromptuly held today, but you may want to follow up with Commissioner McGuire. It's set tomorrow morning at 8:30.
We will.
That's in less than 12 hours at this point, so I just wanted to give you a heads up on that.
Right.
We will do
the
that.
release
Thank you,
conditions
Ron.
as what I am ordering today. I am also ordering that you not possess any weapons moving forward. I'm ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. All this is going to be on your paperwork. Do you have any questions, Mr. Contreras?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, counsel?
No, we'll have to get with pretrial services, so he's probably going to be here for a while.
Probably at least a little bit of time to get him processed and released. That's correct.
Great.
You're also going to get a packet as you leave court today, Mr. Contreras, that has details on pretrial release. Make sure you read through that and talk to your counsel about that. Ms. Stetson, anything else the state wants to be heard on?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
So anybody,
hey, counsel, if you wanted to go ahead and utilize that room back there to talk with your client briefly, feel free to do that, but the hearing is now over.
No,
I appreciate it, Your Honor.
Hey, so
Nicholas Carey to the podium.
So this dude, he was in
And
a
Estrella
mental,
Lopez
he was in a mental institution, the crazy house. So somehow he's under
May I have your
guardianship.
name and date of birth?
Nicholas Ashton Carey, 58486.
Thank you. We are here today on a probation violation warrant for violating terms 3, 5, and 15 of your probation. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you. I am setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 13th at 8:30 a.m. That's going to be in the downtown Superior Court.
Okay.
I am going to affirm the bond and the warrant. That's a $1,000 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not have contact with the arresting officers, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Estrella Lopez to the podium and Thomas DeMaria to the chair, please.
Definitely interesting. Definitely
Good
interesting.
evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Estrella Lopez, 7/13/91.
Thank you. We are here today on 3 different cases. Looks like all 3 of them are probation violation warrants for violating terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I will appoint you an attorney on all 3 cases. I'm setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 13th at 8:30 a.m. That's going to be in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond in each of the warrants. That's a $250 bond on each case, so $750 total. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and take a seat. Thomas DeMaria to the podium.
It's me,
And
Mario.
Renee Loring to the chair, please.
She's snapping.
Thomas.
I seen her first. Hey, why don't you guys hook up
To the
with
podium,
that?
please.
With the one with the drive-by from Pima County.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Thomas Dominic D. Maria, January 19th, 1993.
Thank you. We are here today on 2 different cases, a failure to appear warrant and an arrest warrant. On your failure to appear warrant, it's on a case involving narcotic drug possession and drug paraphernalia. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you. I am setting a status conference post-warrant on March 11th at 8:30. That's in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond and the warrant. That's a $250 secured bond. We're also here on a Superior Court arrest warrant. You are charged with 1 count of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you in that case as well. I'm setting a status conference post-warrant on March 12th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond in that warrant as well. It's a $500 secured bond. So you have a total bond of $750. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. Okay. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
So $750, I'll be out today?
Correct. They'll have to process you for release since it's already 8:30 at night. It may not be until the morning, but they will process you for release as soon as they get that bond.
Okay.
Any other questions?
So that's at $750 and I'm out?
Correct.
Okay. That would be it, Your Honor.
Go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and then take a seat.
Next!
Renee Loring to the podium. And Efrain Hidalgo to the chair, please. Sorry about that, officer. I thought I just assumed that was open already.
What was that?
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Renee Loring, 21894.
Thank you. We are here today on a new case. You were arrested on allegations of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, unlawful flight from law enforcement, Class 5 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and failing to stop for police command, Class 2 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 12th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 14th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $500. If you do post bond, I'm also ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community. You're going to get an envelope as you leave court today that has details on pretrial release. Make sure that you read through that. I'm also going to order that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription, and you are not to drive any motor vehicle until further order of this court. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and take a seat. Efrain Hidalgo to the podium.
She don't look like she smokes.
And Alicia Hill Dodson to the chair, please.
That methany.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Efrain Hidalgo, 12/21/88.
Thank you. We are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving dangerous drug possession and drug paraphernalia. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you in this case. I am setting a status conference post-warrant on March 12th at 8:30. That's in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond in the warrant. That's a $500 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. The reason I report to have the failure to appear is because I got locked up in federal prison. I got locked up on the 17th of 2022, and I was supposed to show up on January 12th of 2023, but I didn't show up because I got locked up, and I've been locked up for 2 years right there on CCA. So, that's the reason I didn't show up to court. I don't know if you can help me get released or get at least lower my bond halfway, and I can bond out because, it's not my fault that I didn't show up because I did show up to my court on the first one, but I didn't show up to the other one because I got locked up on CCA, Court of Civic Compliance. For 2 years I was there.
Immigration.
I just trying to see if you can help me out, because it's not my fault that I didn't show up to court. I show up to all my courts, but I didn't show up because, like I said, I got picked up by the marshals. Right now I'm on federal probation. I may be on federal probation. I'm not going anywhere, so I'll report I'll go to the courts and everything. I just want you to see if you can help me out with that.
You know what
I do see here on the docket, it does look like there was a petition filed by the state because you were in federal custody.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
I talked to my lawyer, my lawyer for this case. I had my federal lawyer talk to my state lawyer for this case and told him the reason, because he knew I was going to get locked up because I was in a federal probation. So he knew I was going to get locked up on that. So look, I'm just asking. I was in the CCA for 2 years. I'm just asking to see if you can help me get released.
Hold on.
Didn't he just say this? Probation, so I'm not going anywhere. And then
this was like a broken record.
At least, it's not my fault I didn't show up. I showed up to my first court.
He said it didn't fall like 4 times already. Primo, ya cállate. Repeat. That's the homie repeat right there. Rinse and repeat. Vámonos.
I'm just asking you, please, Your Honor.
Please. Ya cállate, güey. Are you replaying it or is it?
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. It does look like there was a writ of a writ that was actually filed on your.
Yeah, because I told my state lawyer that I was going to get arrested. I mean.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and release you to pretrial services. You do have that date currently set on March 12th at 8:30 a.m.
I'll be there.
Will process you for release. Now, if you're on federal probation, you still have to abide by all of those restrictions.
Yeah.
So your release conditions on this case will probably be much more simpler than what you're on federal probation.
Yeah.
So I'm also ordering that you still comply with federal probation.
I was all happy. Look at that.
So all that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Nah, so I'm getting released, right?
Go ahead and take a seat for right now. They'll bring your paperwork in just a
Yeah,
minute,
4 to 5 hours, homeboy.
Alicia Hill Dodson to the podium, and then Caitlin Otterly to the chair, please.
Oh, man. I'm happy he got out because he probably would have started crying if they would have kept him in.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Alicia Hill Dodson, 11/26/88.
Thank you. We are here today on a probation violation warrant for violating terms 3 and 15 of your probation. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you. I am setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 13th at 8:30. That's going to be in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond in the warrant. That's a $250 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Am I getting locked up?
So you have a $250 bond. You will remain in custody until that bond is posted.
That's how I'm going in today.
What?
I'm sorry?
So I'm going in the back. I'm going to jail.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
So you're already in jail. You're currently in jail. I'm ordering that you stay here unless you post that bond.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Pobrecita.
No, thank you.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork and have a seat. Caitlin Otterly to the podium and Danielle Williams Cooper to
What
the
do you guys think Caitlin Otterly did? Oh, it's going to be something serious because the DA just popped up. Your favorite DA
Good evening.
just
May I have
popped
your
up.
name and date of birth?
Caitlin Otterly, November 3rd, 2004.
Thank you. Do we have Miss Cotterelta on the line?
Unfortunately,
yes,
we do.
Your Honor. J.C. Cotterell on behalf of Miss Otterly, who is present in custody.
Thank you. Miss Stetson?
Yes, Your Honor. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. Miss Otterly, you were arrested on allegations of unlawful flight from law enforcement, a Class 5 felony, liquor, minor driving after drinking, Class 1 misdemeanor, driving under the influence of liquor, drugs, or vapor, Class 1 misdemeanor, and driving under the influence with a blood alcohol content of 0.08 or more, also a Class 1 misdemeanor. Ms. Cotterell, did you want to be heard on probable cause today?
She's too young.
Based on what we have, Your Honor, we do not need to be especially heard on probable cause. I would note, however, that Miss Otterly was not arrested at the time of initial driving. She was arrested after being found again by another officer.
So she got away.
Thank you, counsel. And I'm not sure that defense counsel had the opportunity to review. I did receive a supplement from the state that did say at approximately 02:43 that a preliminary breath test was administered to Miss Otterly, and that indicated she had a blood alcohol content of 0.093.
Indeed, I was able to review it, and that took away my largest argument.
Okay, so I am going to find probable cause today based on what I have reviewed. Miss Otterly, that doesn't mean necessarily that any of these allegations happened. I'm just finding that there was cause for your arrest in the first place. So definitely talk with your attorney about what that means moving forward. Ms. Cotterell, were you going to represent Ms. Otterly moving forward or just for today's purposes?
It's my understanding that we'll be representing her moving forward.
Okay, let me get that updated here.
Mrs. Otterly, her parents are looking out for her. You need money on your books? Chicale got you. Don't worry. You need somebody to pick up your collect calls? Don't you worry, Chicale got you.
All right, I am setting a status conference on March 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 24th at 8:30. Those will both be in the downtown Superior Court. Let's go ahead and go to release conditions. I did receive a recommendation from the state, Ms. Stetson, recommending release to pretrial services. Is there anything else the state wanted to be heard on today?
Yes, Your Honor. The state did do the written recommendation recommending that the suspect be released to pretrial services. Your Honor, the state did accidentally forget to add alcohol drug monitoring, which is allowed statutorily. So other than that, there's no other conditions that the state is asking for. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stetson. Ms. Cotterill?
Your Honor, I would note that Miss Otterly is extremely young. She doesn't have any previous history, and she is here present. She hired an attorney. She does plan to avail herself of the justice system. Based on the fact that these are all probation-eligible offenses, along with her lack of history and her age, we would request that she be released to on her own recognizance.
Evading from the police.
So, Ms. Otterly, there are about 15 different factors according to the law that have to be consideration when setting release conditions. What I'm mostly concerned about is the allegations of your age and the driving while drinking in this case. I am going to release you today, but I am going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You're going to get an envelope as you leave court today that has details on pretrial release. Make sure that you read through that. I'm also going to order that as a condition of your release that they conduct alcohol testing and monitoring as a condition of your release. Pretrial services will set that up for you. They'll give you more information. Make sure that you do contact them about that, and of course talk to your attorney. I'm also going to order that as a part of your release that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription, no possessing or consuming any alcohol, and no driving without a valid driver's license. This will all be on your paperwork. Do you have any questions specifically about my orders today?
20, yeah.
Anything else, Ms. Cotterill, that you wanted to address today?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Stetson?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so that does conclude the hearing today. Ms. Otterly, I'll make sure that your attorney does receive a copy of your release conditions as well. You'll have your release conditions there to your left if you want to go ahead and grab that and take a seat. And Ms. Cotterill, did you want the copy emailed over to you?
They're going to be trading her for
if
ramen
you
noodle
could, that
soups.
would be wonderful.
Sure, I'll have my staff send you a copy of that so you have the next dates as well.
Thank you so much.
Let's go ahead and Danielle Williams Cooper to the podium.
Up next on the
And
Price is
Yakima
Wrong.
Yarborough to the chair, please.
Damn, we still
Your
got the
Honor?
DA.
Good evening, sir. Yes.
I do believe that concludes my matters. Can I be excused?
Yeah, get out of here.
Of course, Ms. Stetson, anytime.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Daniel Williams.
I don't think so.
72401.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and criminal trespassing, Class 3 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 24th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance on this matter. We're also here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant. You were charged with 1 count of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and 1 count of criminal trespassing, a Class 3 misdemeanor, from an incident back in December of 2024. I'll appoint you the same attorney in that case as well and set the same status conference and preliminary hearing on March 20th and March 24th. I'll also release you on your own recognizance on that case. So I'm releasing you, but there are some other conditions that you must follow. I'm ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license.
All right.
All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't. Thank you, sir.
Go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and take a seat.
I think whenever the DA shows up, it's because it's a
Yakima
serious.
Yarborough to the podium.
It's a serious
and
felony.
Ernesto Ramirez to the chair, please.
Smokers in AZ trespass all the time just to smoke. Ora.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date
snap.
of birth?
Yes, Yakima Yarborough, 1213.
It's acting up. Come on, don't do this to us.
Yarborough, 1213, 1981.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant. You were charged with dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony.
It's all bad.
From an incident in November of 2023.
Hold on, I'm gonna refresh this page.
I will appoint you an attorney to represent you. I am setting a status.
I'm gonna refresh the page. Hold up. Let's see, because this thing is acting up here. My apologies, guys. My apologies. There we go.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Ernesto Ramirez, 4391.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 24th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today to the supervision of pretrial services. So you're going to get an envelope as you leave court that has details on pretrial release. Make sure that you read through that. I'm also ordering that you not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and take a seat.
So parole board
Christina Thomas
hearings
to the podium and Jose Ochoa to the chair.
Man, we were doing parole board hearings for like 5 hours earlier on. We did Connecticut and we did Utah. Man, you missed out. But if you want to catch the replay, jump over to our YouTube
Your name and
page.
date of birth.
Yes, Christina Thomas, 32067.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court in New Keys. You were arrested on allegations of dangerous drug possession for sale, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I'm only finding probable cause as to the drug paraphernalia.
I thought that was a dog
allegation,
she had.
not the
What the hell,
dangerous
she had a
drug possession
dog
for
in
sale.
jail?
There was not enough provided to the court in your arresting documents to find probable cause on that. Doesn't mean that that necessarily goes away or some variation of that can't be filed later on by the state, but for today's purposes, I'm not finding probable cause. I am going to appoint you an attorney, though. Talk with your attorney about what that means moving forward. I am going to set a status conference on March 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 24th at 8:30. Those are both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today to the supervision of pretrial services. So you're going to get an envelope as you leave court today that has details on pretrial release. Make sure you read through that. I'm also going to order as a part of your release that you not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and take a seat. Jose Ochoa to the podium. And LaTanya Jones to the chair, please.
Damn, hey, Maricopa County has been busy today. We've been on for 40. Oh, no, they started late today, so we've been on about 35 minutes.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Jose Antonio Ochoa, 10688.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court in New Keys. You were arrested on allegations of dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 24th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today to the supervision of pretrial services. So you're going to get an envelope as you leave court today that has details on pretrial release. Make sure that you read through that. I'm also ordering as a part of your release that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and take a seat. LaTanya Jones to the podium and Luis Lugo to the chair, please.
Luis Lugo. What do you guys think these two individuals did tonight?
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Good evening. My name is LaTanya Jones, and my date of birth is 10/23/1981.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court in New Keys. You were arrested on allegations of aggravated assault on a first responder, Class 5 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 24th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise that you'll appear for your next court dates. As a part of your release, I'm also ordering that you not have contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no contact with the arresting officers, no possessing any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and take a seat.
We're in Arizona.
Luis Lugo to the podium.
Maricopa County.
And Ramon Zubia to the chair, please.
Well, Your Honor.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Luis Lugo, 3/185, sir.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court in New Keys. You were arrested on allegations of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 24th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise that you'll appear for your next court dates. As a part of your release, I'm also ordering that you not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. On the initial stop, they did the Terry frisk, and then when they sat me down, they said they found brass knuckles, which are a paperweight for my desk at home. And he said, "This is a weapon." I said, "No, sir, it's not a weapon. This is a paperweight." And he said, "Well, you can use it as a weapon." I said, "Okay, well, that's neither here nor there." He sat me down.
So I'm going to cut you off just because anything that you say in court today is being recorded, and I don't want any of this to be used against you.
It'll show on the video.
So I totally understand where you're coming from. We're not determining today whether you actually did any of these allegations. We're just talking about whether your arrest on these allegations was appropriate at this first step.
I understand.
You were not charged with any weapon-type offenses at this point in time. So what I think it's better is if you talk with your attorney about any of the allegations that happened. I'm releasing you today, so I'm not holding you on any of this stuff. Now, whether the state pursues with charges later down the road, it's probably a better question for your attorney. And whether you have a defensible position from the allegations themselves, that's going to be something that needs to be brought up to court by your attorney at the trial court level. I'm releasing you on these. So, I mean, you're going to be processed for release. You're not going to be held in custody. This is something you should talk to your attorney to see if it's legally valid to argue.
Could you please revisit the PC? On your own time.
I appreciate what you're telling me. I am finding probable cause, though. So go ahead and find grab your paperwork and take a seat.
Next! Is this it? Is it over? Could it be? What do you guys think? And if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free 99. Are you out of your mind?
And do we have our interpreter on the line?
Interpreter. Then we got the
Hi,
Timo.
Commissioner. Yes, I'm here.
The Timo interpreters.
And may I have your name and your interpreter number, please?
Yes, Commissioner. My name is Omar, O-M-A-R, and my ID is 376184.
Thank you. And are you prepared to interpret for a legal matter?
I am, Commissioner.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
No hablo inglés.
Muy buenas noches, señor. ¿Sería usted tan amable de darme su nombre y fecha de nacimiento?
Ramón Subía, 28 de octubre del 2000.
Ramon Subía, October 28, 2000.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case.
Gracias. Estamos aquí por un nuevo caso del Tribunal Superior.
You were arrested on allegations of aggravated DUI, wrong way driving, a class 4 felony.
Te la meter, compa.
Usted fue arrestado con alegatos de de manejar bajo la influencia de forma agravada en dirección contraria, que es un crimen mayor de clase 4.
Narcotic drug possession, class 4 felony.
Posesión de drogas o narcóticos, que es un crimen mayor de clase 4.
Unlawful flight from law enforcement, class 5 felony.
Fuga no legal de las fuerzas de la ley, es un crimen mayor de clase 5.
And drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony.
He done messed up.
Y parafernalia de drogas, que es un crimen mayor de clase 6.
Se lo van a llevar
I
a
will find
Florence.
probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney.
Encuentro causa probable y le voy a asignar un abogado.
I'm setting a status conference on March 12th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court.
Voy a generar una conferencia de estatus el día marzo 12 a las 8:30 en el centro, en el Tribunal Superior.
I am going to issue a secured appearance bond today in the amount of $5,000.
Le voy a asignar una fianza de aparición de segura por la cantidad de $5,000.
If you do post bond, I am ordering pretrial services to supervise you in the community.
Si usted paga la fianza, le estoy ordenando a los servicios previos a juicio a supervisarlo dentro de la comunidad.
I'm also ordering they conduct alcohol testing and monitoring as a condition of your release.
También les estoy ordenando que se conduzcan pruebas de alcohol y monitoreo como condición de su liberación.
As a part of your release, I'm also ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription.
Como parte de su liberación, también estoy ordenando que no posea ningún tipo de droga sin una receta válida.
No possessing or consuming any alcohol.
No puede poseer ni consumir ningún tipo de alcohol.
And no driving without a valid driver's license.
Y no puede manejar sin una licencia de conducir válida.
All of this will be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Todo esto va a estar en su papeleo. ¿Tiene usted alguna pregunta?
No sé.
I believe he shook his head no, so go ahead and grab your paperwork to the left and then take a seat.
Bien, parece que usted hizo que no, entonces tome su papeleo y tome asiento.
And thank you to our interpreter. That was the only one we needed, John. Feel free to disconnect at any time.
Thank you for your service, Commissioner.
Thank
Have
the
a good
Lord.
Day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. You too. And then, officer, is there a reason why Bravo and Garcia can't be brought to court today?
He will be a danger to others.
Okay. I will find both these individuals would be a danger to themselves or others if they were brought to court. I will conduct their initial appearances at their cell. For numbers 6 and 7, we're here today on Yara C. Bravo. We're here today on 2 probation violation warrants for violating terms 3 and 5 of their probation. I will appoint an attorney, set a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 13th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. And I will affirm the bonds in each warrant. It's a $250 bond on the first case, $750 on the second case. For number 16 and 17, Miguel Madrid Garcia, we're here today on the Superior Court new case and a municipal court warrant. On the new case, we're here today on allegations of narcotic drug possession, class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony, and criminal trespassing, class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I'll appoint an attorney, set a status conference on March 20th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 24th at 8:30, and I will release him on his own recognizance. On the municipal court case, it's out of Peoria Municipal Court for a warrant on a case involving criminal damage, class 1 misdemeanor. I'm not appointing counsel today. I'll set an arraignment hearing on Peoria Municipal Court on March 25th at 9 a.m., and I will release him on his own recognizance on that case as well. I will provide each of these individuals with their release conditions and review them with them at their cell. If I do need to make any modifications or changes, I will do so either on the record or in writing. That does conclude the 8 p.m. calendar. We will stand in recess until 11 p.m.
Damn. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, today, Maricopa County was off the chain. You guys know what I'm going to do right now. I'm about to clip all those clips. It was like nonstop action. Drive-bys and more drive-bys followed by a sprinkle of DVs. It was wild out there, if you will. If you guys caught it, you guys know what I'm talking about. Just got here. Dana, man, you just missed out, man. We were on fire. It was muy caliente. And for those of you that don't speak no Espanol, it was hot in the kitchen today. Please stay for 11. I'll be back. I'm not going to sit around here for 2 hours. 2 hours and then 2 more hours. Hell no. I'll be back in 2 hours. We'll be back for the 10 o'clock one. It's gonna start in 2 hours and 5 minutes. Put your alarm clocks. Synchronize your watches, if you will. Do you do other places? Yeah, I do. Miami-Dade County in Florida. But those I just run them on. I run those on YouTube every morning. I start those at 6 o'clock daily. I run a lot of stuff that I don't run on YouTube on TikTok. I run a lot of stuff, a bunch of other streams on YouTube that I don't run on TikTok. So you're gonna want to go ahead and check out the YouTube page at CollectCallFrom, and everything's always archived over there. We do board of parole hearings, we do initial appearances, we do phone calls from prison, collect calls from prison, we do video visits, we do interviews. Did you clip the PP dance? Nah, man, I couldn't find it. I got lost. I don't know what happened to it. Do you do Washington State? I have not done Washington State. Nope. Nah. Do you do New England, MA? Hey, if you got any links, shoot them. If you guys got any links for any of these courts, as long as they don't say that they can't be recorded or redistributed, I'll be more than happy to do them. I do the ones, dang, too funny. I do the popular ones. I like Maricopa in Arizona because they do court all day. They do it 7 times a day. Then we got the 2 from Pima, which makes it 9 a day. You should clip that guy that was acting crazy. Which one? There was a few of them. The one that I was going crazy at. Yeah, I'm about to clip that. That's mandatory. That's a mando, no doubt. That is just crazy, right, Jen? It is very, very local, very crazy, very, very, very big, if you will. Anyhow, hey, I do appreciate you guys, and like I say, hit the follow. It's free 99. It's free for you, free for me. What else do you want? Anyhow, let me see. And other than that, was me. Yeah. Anyway, hey, thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll be back in 2 hours and 2 minutes. So, like I said, put your alarm clocks. Hey, I am Collect Call James. You are watching. You have a Collect Call From. And like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it lights out. And with that, we're out of here. A rato. And be here or be a square. And with that, I'm out. All right, guys. I'm gonna cut the YouTube stream, but I'll be back. All right. See you guys shortly. Let me see. Dade is the best. Hell yeah, Danny. You ain't lying. You ain't lying, Danny. Dade County has some trippy ones. Anyhow, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's free $99. And with that, I'm out.